If you're a Knicks fan or even a Knicks player, you have to be honest with yourself and understand this is not your year to win a championship because you're a tier or two below the Cavs, the Celtics, and OKC, all championship level teams, and there's nothing wrong with that. When the front office gave up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, signed OG Anunoby to a max deal, traded for Karl Anthony Towns, and Jalen Brunson being extremely generous, taking a $113 million pay cut, what that said to the players, coaches, and fans is that the Knicks see themselves holding up the Larry O'Brien trophy within the next 5 years. But they just can't compete with the better teams in the NBA. 12 and 19 versus teams 500 and above. The games against Boston and Cleveland aren't even close. It's always a blowout. I went to a Knicks versus Celtics game back in February, and Boston for majority of that game was in control. They had a 27-point lead, but the Knicks started to make a run in that third quarter and brought it within a few possessions in the fourth. But then you start to see the weaknesses of the New York Knicks, where teams hunt Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson in the pick and roll. Karl Anthony Towns is getting into foul trouble. I thought the Knicks in that game specifically were way too comfortable switching. They don't have the personnel to switch that comfortably. The Knicks have taken a step back defensively. They were 9th last season in defensive ranking, and now they're 13th in defensive ranking this year. Isaiah Hartenstein goes to OKC. Dante DiVincenzo gets traded to Minnesota, and Mitchell Robinson has been injured for pretty much majority of the season. They took strides offensively, being top 5 this season, but they don't have that defensive backbone, which puts them out of the conversation of making it out of the Eastern Conference. Also, when you can't rely on your bench unit, Knicks being dead last in bench scoring, it shows how incomplete you are as a team. And the Knicks are in the second apron, so their moves will be limited come off-season time, and they have to extend Mikal Bridges pretty soon. But this year is not a championship season for the New York Knicks.